Hey, what's going on guys, Impulse191 here, welcoming you to another video. Today's video is going to be my top 6 Hoenn Pokemon. So this video is going to follow the same sort of theme as my Kanto and Johto Pokemon. So if you've missed those or want to rewatch them, the links to those will be down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, definitely hit that subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get into it. So taking the number 6 spot is Clash the Zangoose. Zangoose is a normal type with a weakness to fighting. It has the ability Toxic Boost. Back in 3rd generation there was 2 types of trainers. The trainer that preferred Zangoose or the trainer that preferred Sapphire. I of course was the trainer that preferred Zangoose. Zangoose's design was better in my opinion, and for that reason alone I went with the Zangoose crew. Obviously whichever one you caught depended on which game you had, but I'll stick with Zangoose to the end. Let's face it, Zangoose doesn't have the greatest skills in the world. Even still, it's not too bad for competitive play, but won't face off well against top tier Pokemon. But whenever I think back towards 3rd gen, I always think of Zangoose because it was one of the Pokemon that I had in my party, so it definitely had to be on this list. Number 5. Zoob's the Salamence. Salamence is a dragon flying type with weaknesses to Ice and Dragon. It has the abilities Intimidate and Moxie, which are both really good abilities. Salamence was my favourite dragon for quite a while, but I like it more for its competitive play. It has really high attacking stats and I used it quite a lot in 4th gen. Because of the resistances that it has and its ability, it balances teams out very nicely, and it does a great job at mixed attacking, which can keep your opponent off guard. Pair that up with a little bit of nostalgia and you're paired up for a 5th spot Pokemon. So let's move on. Number 4. Wish Upon a Star the Jirachi. Jirachi is a psychic steel type with a weakness to dark and ground. It has the ability Serene Grace, which is incredibly useful, as it doubles the chance of any secondary effect from happening. Jirachi has a cute appearance, but of course, being one of the end Pokemon such as Mew and Celebi and the rest of them, it's got a well-balanced stat total and incredibly good move pool. Because of this, it's one of the top tier Pokemon for competitive play. I remember when I got my first Wishmaker Jirachi event, I was really proud of it, and I even tried to collect all the different ones. Way back when I used to collect all the events. So much time wasted. I mean, well spent. Let's move on. Number 3. Orangish the Latias. This was almost a tied position for Latias and Latios, but in the end Latias just nudged it because I used it a little bit more in competitive play, and because it's orange, my favourite colour. Latias is a dragon psychic Pokemon with a weakness to dark and ice. It has the ability Levitate, which again is incredibly good. As I said before, it was a close call between this and Latios. In 3rd gen I used to use Latios more than Latias, but when Wi-Fi came in 4th generation, that's when Latias really started to shine for me. You get it, shine. Anyway, it's a solid Pokemon that can deal great damage, but it's also really bulky, so it can take special hits really well as well. Or because of its move pool, it could take up a number of roles such as Sweeper or Utility, since it has access to dual screens, defog, and a bunch of attacking and recovery moves. So yeah, definitely one of the coolest Pokemon in 3rd gen. Getting close now, let's move on. Any guesses for 2nd place? Well, guess no more. In 2nd place is Loomdoom the Breeloom. Breeloom is a grass fighting type with a weakness to flying and fire. It has the ability Poison Heal, which is my preferred ability. As when I used to use this Pokemon, it was more of the sub-punch set, but because of Hyper Voice and obviously moves that go around substitutes nowadays, it's kind of an outdated set, so it's never seen anymore. But it still brings back those memories of seeing a Breeloom on your opponent's team, and just knowing what was coming. You was going to take a Spore, then that substitute was going to be set, and before long, punch after punch would come. So you had to play quick and not make any mistakes, otherwise you would be really punished. Obviously, after a while, they decided to scrap that little strategy and really did over Breeloom, just like they've done over many other Pokemon, such as Talonflame and Darkrai, but let's not even get into that. And let's make a swift exit on to my number 1 spot. But before we do, as usual, this would be the place where you put honourable mentions But again, instead of doing that, I'm going to ask you guys to drop your list in the comments below. And also pick your number 1 Pokemon from my list. And leave that in the comments down below as well. So, my number 1 Pokemon. Gasp! Shock! What could it be? Of course, it is Quicksilver the Metagross. Which of course is my favourite Pokemon of all, and the mascot of my channel. Metagross is a Psychic Steel with a weakness to ground and fire, and it has the ability Clear Body. Not much to be said about this Pokemon other than it is amazing. The coolest shiny in my opinion, and amazing in competitive play. I'm not even really sure what drew me towards Metagross in the first place. Seeing the normal Metagross was like, yeah, it's pretty cool, but then when I saw the shiny I was like, yes, this is the one. And it's been my favourite Pokemon ever since. So there we go guys, my top 6 Hoenn Pokemon. Hope you've enjoyed this list, and as usual the next list will be out shortly. That'll be the top 6 Sinnoh Pokemon, which is obviously 4th generation since we are going in order. If you have enjoyed this video or learnt something useful, don't forget to meet and mash that like, share and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters!